Happy January 1st. So I finished my junk journal and the last little bits of December for my December daily, which is the first time that I've ever made one. Both of these are altered books, can also be considered junk journals, scrapbooks, what have you. This was a recipe book. I really, really loved the imagery on the front. I felt like this kind of looked like Father Christmas, St. Nicholas, Santa Claus, whatever you want to call him. So I covered up the title with some stickers, some washi, and yeah, she's pretty chunky. I did remove some pages from this book to fit the 31 days, but I also glued 2 pages together so they would be a little bit thicker. Oh, here we go. Put a little calendar sticker here. This is a vintage Christmas card. I did go through the first couple of days already, so I won't go through in detail all of them, but I did use a prompt list for every day, so that's what we are looking at. The prompt list is from Kiera Brandon and Friends. I'll just try to show you each page. Some of them are 2-page layouts, and then towards the end I didn't gauge right and I was running out of pages, so I ended up going down to 1-page layouts. It's another piece of that greeting card. Some washi here. It was kind of hard for me to follow the prompt list. It was helpful, but it was hard because some of them I didn't have a lot to write. This is a temperature tracker that I did. Oops, my paper's falling out. Obviously didn't get very far here. Everyone got a gift, so it's fine. I guess I could go back in and write what I got for each person, but I would need more room unless I wrote really small. So this didn't quite come out the way I wanted it, but oh well. This one came out really pretty. This is another one of those vintage greeting cards, Christmas cards. This is another sideways layout. Part of it is anyway. This is an old piece from a calendar, which I really love. It was funny, I fell in love with this calendar because the imagery was so beautiful, and this is before I even got into vintage stuff, and this kind of looks vintagey. Unfortunately, I thought the tape would keep the receipt from fading, but it actually made the ink fade. So, lesson learned there. And I put a lot of tape on this. So, boo-hoo. This was, this is a mess. But I unfortunately printed out these pictures with the wrong paper for my laser printer. And so it came out, pixelated or whatever you want to call it. It didn't quite print correctly, but I was like, well, you know what? It's just for me. I know what it is. This was supposed to be, the prompt for the day was winter scene. It was 50 degrees the day that I did this. I put a little vintage card in there. And I really don't like snow, so. Here's again, I printed the same day. These are the movies that I watched the beginning of December, and the prompt for this day was movies. So I didn't write the day, day 14. I didn't write what the prompt was for this day. I need to do that because I did that for all the other ones. See, this one was treats. I made French macarons and chocolate chip cookies. And there's another piece of that calendar. I really love the way it sounds when you turn the pages. This comb binding makes a great sound. Simple moments. It was just a quiet morning. I just love those vintage Christmas cards so much, even though I'm not religious. Just, it's so pretty. Christmas party. My favorite thing is writing with white gel ink on dark paper. I need to do more of that. Actually, my pen dried up. I used it so much in my junk journal. That calendar was huge. I had so much of it to use. This prompt was favorite foods or foods. So I just used some stickers and little pieces of cut aparts that I had for some of my favorite things. This prompt was Santa. So I pulled out a bunch of little Santa things that I had. This journal entry, this prompt was road trips. I didn't have any road trips to go on, but I did write, didn't have anything to put here, so I put this today, where I'd like to be. And I wrote that we didn't really go anywhere. We don't usually go anywhere on Christmas except maybe to my parents. I have, unfortunately, another blank page, but it's fine. I could have put the pictures from Christmas here, but again, I put that on Christmas because the prompt for Christmas was take a picture of the things that you did today. So we didn't have any other family get-togethers because COVID. So yeah, that one, oh well. I started to run out of things to write, let me tell you. Prompt was note to myself for that day, and this was traditions. Christmas Eve was rough for us. My son was acting insane, but I ended up taking him to his dad's house because that was what our plan was. So here's pictures from Christmas Day, and just a short little entry. We just hung out with my parents for a couple of hours, and then I came home. And then this was relaxing. The prompt was relaxing, so I just wrote on this. I watched The Big Bang Theory. That's what I was watching at the time that I made this page. So there we go. This is day 28. Prompt was your favorite place. So I just wrote a few, add some chipboard stickers. Again, was running out of thoughts to fill this thing with, let me tell you. I wrote that just a little bit ago before I started this video. That was for day 29, my review and reflect. Aspirations. And what we did on New Year's, which was nothing, but I let my son ride his bike for the first time. And then I did a bunch of work, and that was it. So there we go, all done. I hope that you enjoyed that. And I look forward to more videos like this. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.